has heard of CrossFit? Anybody? Can you guys tell me a little bit about what you've heard about it or anything?
Exercise.
The first rule of CrossFit is tell everybody you're doing CrossFit.
There is that. I've heard that joke before. I've heard, how can you tell somebody does CrossFit? They'll tell you. Yeah. Alright, I've heard that. Alright. For those of you who don't know what CrossFit is, I'll give you a little breakdown about what it is and the history behind it. I've been doing CrossFit for 3 months, and yes, there's all these jokes about it, but CrossFit is a strength and conditioning program. The thing is, it specializes in not specializing. Basically what it is you just train in all the general areas, such as Olympic weightlifting, metabolic conditioning, and gymnastic movements, to the point of where you're well-rounded in all the areas, but you don't specialize in it. Like, are there any markers? Alright, well, you guys get the point. Like, say, just like a Venn diagram, you know, where all 3 circles will come in the middle, like, or all 3 circles meet, that is basically the point of where CrossFit will be at for conditioning. So say we've got gymnastic movements, this is weightlifting, and then this is metabolic conditioning and or running. So about right here is where CrossFit will be with your conditioning and training. It doesn't really, you know, want to focus on maybe having like a 700-pound back squat or something, or like a 4-minute mile. No, you'll have like a maybe 500-pound back squat and a 6-minute mile, or something along those lines. So, CrossFit was developed by Greg Glassman. He was actually a gymnast as a teenager, and like most young teenagers, he wanted to get stronger. So instead of doing bodyweight movements, he started working out with barbells and dumbbells, and realized that he was stronger than most gymnasts. And he also did bike riding a lot with his friends. He also realized he had some more stamina than most of his gymnasts and friends, but he realized he wasn't as good as them. But he also realized that he was in a more of a middle zone and was better conditioned for different situations. And basically the first gym to use CrossFit training ideology was in 1995 in Santa Cruz, actually opened by Greg Glassman. And in that same year, he started training the Santa Cruz Police Department. CrossFit, the company, was actually established in 2001. 2005, there were 15 affiliated gyms. That was basically, around that time, there was small gyms, but most people were just doing it in garages or Globo gyms or stuff along that line. But as of the year 2012, there are now 3,400 affiliated gyms worldwide. So, CrossFit, the future of CrossFit's going to go far, or I would believe so. Basically, CrossFit is endorsed by Reebok. As you can see, I have CrossFit shoes. If you guys want, I can pass them around. They're used both for weightlifting and short distance running. They are light in the toe. They bend a lot in the toe, but they're also heavy in the heel for when you're weightlifting, so it's a lot easier to stay on your heels. CrossFit Games back in 2007. It was done in dirt in the back of somebody's gym. Top prize was $500. As of last year, the top prize for CrossFit Games was $250,000. This year, it's $1 million. It's broadcasted on ESPN, on national TV, and there's actually more gyms opening every year and every year, and more people are trying it out. So, and then let's see if this video works. This is Heavy Fran. It's shows actually a lot of the different sides of CrossFit. It shows the gymnastic movements and weightlifting aspects. So, this is also earlier than CrossFit. It's like developed back in like 2007. that is one of the benchmark workouts. All the benchmark workouts for CrossFit are named after women because Greg Glassman said that anything that is done within a short amount of time and leaves you laying on your back tired, it should be named after a woman. So, yep. Basically the thing about CrossFit too, anybody can do it. You don't have to do it at the set weights. It is highly scalable to where you're getting the maximum work effort out of it. There's a great community behind it. Recently, a major CrossFitter got injured during a competition, broke his lower back, lost feeling in his legs. He didn't have health insurance, had $250,000 raised for him within about 2 weeks for help pay for all his bills and stuff. And he's actually learning to swim and trying to work out. And honestly, it never hurts to try. You'll never know unless you try. So that's that.